Ain't nobody do it like this. Ain't nobody do it like this.
All about the cash, tell him nothing else. Double up the bag, double up the wealth. I'm really one-on-one, I think I made myself. Got it on my own, never needed the help. But the team on friends ain't new. You don't gotta ask, you know what it do. It's a lot of bands that we run through. She gon' bust down when I come through. Pull up in the coupe, then we get into it. She get the right amount, I don't overdo it. You just gotta pick, cause they stay choosing. I know the game by the book, so I can't lose it. Real fluent, going stupid, how I do my thing. Big time and no lines, still true to the game. Keep it G, I don't speak unless they mention my name. On 10 in the bins when I lane change. I just put a stack on my right wrist. Baby looking better till I try this. You ain't had nobody do it like this. You ain't had nobody do it like this. Only real ones that I slide with. Still getting money that we might flip. You ain't had nobody do it like this. You ain't had nobody do it like this. Charge it to the game, charge it to the game. Being down with it, I ain't never changed. Do it for myself, you do it for the fame. Godspeed when I'm all in my lane. Chasing paper all day, then I'm counting by the night. And I keep it low key, out of mind.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to another episode of ModernRaps here, interview season. I'm your host, Matt.
This is your boy Austin.
And we got a special guest today. Been a long time coming. I'll let him go ahead and introduce himself.
Yes, sir. Adrian Jr. and West LA's finest.
Yeah, man. It's been a long time coming, dog. We've been trying to get you on the podcast for a minute, so thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for having me, for real.
Of course, man. Especially on a Sunday. You know, like I was saying earlier, my boy Austin came out of church early so we could be here.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Sundays is always my free day, so Sundays is always going to be good for me.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I heard you say West LA's finest. So I'm assuming, obviously, that's the city that you rep, right?
Yeah, man. Los Angeles, West LA, like more specifically, like Mid-City area, Pico all the way, Washington, all the way up in, that area. Some like the fly side of LA, you feel me? So it still get a little tricky over there, but you could be fly at the same time. So that's where I like to claim. That's where I was raised at. So it's gonna always be with me.
Hell yeah, I feel that. I mean, you know, I'm from Pasadena, so
Yeah.
I didn't go too far from home.
Yeah.
They say hardly home but always repping, right?
Yeah, exactly. For real.
So I know, obviously, we played one of your tracks at the beginning of this
Yeah.
episode, right? That was The Feeling, right?
Yeah. That one, the one we just played was like this. The feeling has I think that was my first song with like two major features on it. So that one was like, that song is real, I guess, special to me, I would say, because we like kind of stepped out the comfort zone. It was just like, let's get somebody on it, and we ended up getting two people on it, which was Jag and then J Stone. So everybody that knows me knows I'm a All Money In fan. Like, so getting J Stone on there was like, yo, we're going crazy with it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that one a little bit later because I know we want to play that one for you for sure.
That one's a banger.
What inspired you to really get into entertainment in general?
Man, I would say I can't say I was inspired to like get into the entertainment. I was more so inspired by like people rapping and like how people just put words together and then make patterns out of the words and sentences and all that type of thing. So like since a younger age, like I just started, I was just writing raps, even if it didn't rhyme. I was just writing stuff down. And that's, I guess, in front of that is the entertainment industry. So it's like, as long as I'm going with the rap, it's like it's gonna lead me to the entertainment industry. So I would say that, yeah.
All right. So more of a rapper, more of a wordsmith.
Yeah. That's literally the art of it. So it's just like the better I can get with that, the more I'm like in tune with it. Like, oh yeah, I'm going somewhere with it.
Yeah, not that many wordsmiths left, man. So appreciate what you do.
Yeah, for real.
It's not the trendy thing anymore, man.
Yeah, we're trying to bring it back, for real.
Yeah,
I'm trying to bring that back. Yeah, the new wave. I'm not going to talk down on the new wave, but it's like, we gotta bring back something that people can actually like tune into. You feel me?
How long have you been making music for?
Um, I would say seriously, probably like I want to say 19 years now. But I've always, like I said, I've always been around music. I guess the writing part came about probably like 10 years where I started taking it serious. So, and then I just kept going from there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I know. Shout out to my cousin Shane for putting me onto your music, man.
Yeah, it's a shame you looking out.
I wanted him out here today, man, but I know he's got a lot on his plate right now.
Yeah. He's still around. Watch, he gonna tap in right after this. So watch.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tight.
Yeah, man. I think one of the first songs he put me on by you was "Pull Up to the Function."
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's a old joint. That's an old one. I was just like, man, I remember making it in the studio, and I was just like, damn, this is going up, and because it sounded fresh to me, so I'm like, yeah, we gotta do something with this, and then dropped it, and then it was like, it's like a classic to like people that been supporting. So yeah, I like that record.
Oh yeah, man. Can you explain your creative process?
Yeah,
What kind of goes into when you make a track?
Usually I'm searching through just like a number of beats. They gotta have a specific sound for me, I would say. I guess my type of music is like, it's like feel good LA music. So, you can throw that on when the sun is out, no clouds, no nothing. You want to cruise down the street or something, like it's just, just real cool music, got some bounce to it. So I just like people to feel good in my music, so I look for those type of like sounds. And then most of the time I'm like in the car myself just listening to beats, and I'm just like just saying random things in my head, and I'm like, all right, that line that I just said is like, yeah, that's hard, that's fly or something. So I'm like, okay, let me note that down or something, and then just build it from there. And then once I get like a good enough, maybe a hook or a verse or something, I start to really like focus in on it and try to make something classic.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Sounds like a very organic process.
Yeah, it is. It's very common too.
Yeah. So what are out of all your albums and songs? What are some of your biggest and favorite ones to date?
Out of mine, I'm gonna say for sure, like with Style and Grace, that's the album we just dropped last year. I think it was like October. I think I don't even remember. We just be putting music out, but with Style and Grace for sure, I think that was my biggest one because it was a full length project, and we really took like for real time with that, like really trying to concentrate on making like a classic body of work. So like yeah, I would say with Style and Grace, that holds the standard for
Yeah.
myself.
Y'all definitely put in work with that.
Yeah,
For like
thank you.
11 songs.
Yeah,
on
11
there?
songs. Yeah, out of 30 that we recorded.
Oh dang.
Yeah. So I was just like, I'm gonna take the best songs that I got out of this 30 and just put it on a project.
That's
Yeah.
what's up. That's what's up.
Oh yeah, man. How expansive would you say your catalog is?
From when I first started, I think it's grown a lot, but I still think it's more to do for sure, especially with the way the industry is moving right now. It's like people are dropping like 3, 4 projects in like 3 months. So it's like I want to get to that point at least. But I know for me right now, we made headway. I think it was last year where we was just top of the year. We dropped a single like every month, leading up to the With Style and Grace. And also I did an EP too, called Sundown EP. So it's like it's building the catalog. Once I'm like performing and stuff, I got different songs I could go through and whatnot. So yeah, I still got more to build though. A lot more coming.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it at all times,
For
man. We always
sure.
got you here.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you guys.
course, man. I guess a question I'd have to ask you is with Style and Grace, right?
Hmm.
You have a favorite track off of that album?
Yeah, my favorite track off of that one is Heaven for a G. Reason being is because I guess it was sometime like last year or a year or two ago. Uh, I guess one of my coworkers that I was with, he was like a real genuine dude and like never was like mad at the world type of person. Like he was always good energy. He ended up passing away on like Mother's Day. It was real tragic. And I was kind of just thinking like I didn't really know how to like really feel about it because I'm like, dang, like how somebody like of this, he's real genuine, like how did he get taken away? And a lot of my friends was asking me, how do you feel about it? And I'm like, I don't know, but I think it led me to like make a song about how people probably feel in those situations. I think what song was I listening to? I think Tupac, I think it was Smile and Thug's Mansion. I was listening to that and I'm like, damn, this song like speaks to like that level. So I kind of just like took that inspiration and I was like, I need to make a song that's gonna like speak on that level. So I think it just touches like a real deep, I don't want to say deep, but like just a core spot that people haven't heard in music in a long time. So I just want to present that type of music. As far as with the fun records and everything, I think I also want to be able to say something for real, like that'll stick with people. So that's I hold that song close to me. Yeah,
It's important to have diversity in the catalog as
for
well.
real,
So
for real, man. Especially you don't hear a lot of it nowadays. So it's like I want to bring something different. Yeah,
you mind if we get into that track?
yeah. Go ahead, let's do it.
Late nights stuck in deep thought. Ups and downs in this life like a seesaw. What they preach about, I really seen all. Even when you climbing up, you could still fall. I keep it calm, but my soul's still troubled. I could only tell you about a life that lives humble. I could only show you situations that we fumble. Let a black man speak just to bring out a muzzle. Devil's coming, but God is by my side. Losing people left and right. I ain't never took the time to tell them you're a blessing, don't never let them take that. Praying for my moment since way back. Needle in the haystack, we was digging deep, so deep. Beef in the streets, sweeping folks off their feet. Believe that there's a life much better. We all gotta find it if they let us. I wonder if there's heaven for a G, heaven for a person like me, where I'm free, where we breathe, let the pain fade away. I know we gotta get there someday. I wonder if there's heaven for a G, heaven for a person like me, where I'm free, where we breathe, let the pain fade away. I know we gotta get there someday. All this grinding can't just be for nothing. Perfect timing, I'd be lying if I say I'm rushing. Conversations about the day we will make it. Moving forward, seen a lot get complacent. They don't teach you everything, gotta learn yourself. Busy trying to get rich, but I gotta see wealth. Take it day by day, barely searching for help. Play your cards when your deck gets dealt. Had to crawl before I stood on both feet. I stand tall, never down on both knees. My changed ways got them thinking they know me. Ain't the same, still thugging by my lonely. I wonder if there's heaven for a G, heaven for a person like me, where I'm free, where we breathe, let the pain fade away. I know we gotta get there someday.
It was deep.
That
Real
one was
talk.
deep.
Yeah. I wanted it to strike a nerve or something. So I think it's doing its job.
Yeah.
One of the many
sure.
takes I can get from that is I never take anyone for granted.
Yeah,
could be
yeah,
someone you
for
barely
sure,
met.
man, for real.
And you can learn a lot from that.
Yeah, for
from
real,
that.
for real.
But
Yeah.
like that goes into our next question, where it's like, who are some of your biggest inspirations? It could be some people outside of music too.
Outside of music, or of
Music.
course, inside of music, outside of music. for sure, Nipsey Hussle was like
Mhm.
one of my biggest inspirations. I would say Dom Kennedy. He was actually like one of the first people in the industry to actually like show me real love and like give me like critique my music. Um, Other people would be more so like, oh, G Perico. I would say G Perico. All these people, like, I look to them because they stand on like ownership type thing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of just like where my mindset is at. It's like we gotta. It's all about ownership, really. So like I pay attention to them because they know certain things that I can learn, and like they make certain business moves that I can make in the future, or put a twist on it or something. So a lot of those people, of course, like Tupac, Biggie, DJ Quick. I got a lot of music people I could go into, but for sure the people that's like really on like business moves, Jay-Z, all them, it's like that's who I look to.
Oh yeah, definitely. They drop a lot of knowledge that connects to their fans in and out of music too.
Yeah, for real. So once I get to that level, I'm like, yeah, I done did something.
Yeah.
And they giving away game with every track, man.
Man, even in their interviews. So I'm like, I'm always watching interviews and whatnot. So that's what I'll be learning from. For real.
I know you said this is one of your first interviews, right? So
Yeah.
excited to have you here, man.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you guys.
of
Thank
course,
you
man.
guys.
Of course.
You get to bless me. I bless y'all.
I appreciate that. I know you talked about the Dom story a little bit. What exactly like went into that whole situation? Did he reach out to you? Did you reach out to him?
No, actually, so in 2018, I think, there was a block party like in our section. And I went with my boy right here. I went to go try to meet a producer that works with Dom. So we're just walking around through the block party, like just waiting for them to hit the stage. And next thing you notice, I think it was My Type of Party by Dom. That song came on. We were like, oh damn, like Dom is here. Like let's go talk to him. So we end up finding our way backstage and end up just like walking up to him like, yo, Dom. And I basically broke it down to him like, I'm Adrian Jr. and I want to be signed to to OPM. And I think at that time he gave me like some fake little email or something and whatnot. But after he just where I worked at, he came through. He just kept coming through the drive-through. So every time I see him through the drive-through, I literally tell him the same thing. I'm Adrian Jr. I'm trying to do this, and that. And it got to a point where he started inviting me over to his studio. He would have me play some tracks. And I promise you, I probably took him like 3 projects before with Style and Grace.
Yeah.
And each project he was like, nah, like this ain't it. Or, you got like, I take him like 10 songs. He's like, yeah, you got like a solid 2. I'm like, damn. Like I'm doing all this work for nothing, but I got out of that mindset because he was really like pushing it, like you could do better and better and better. So finally, I come back with Style and Grace, and I knew it from the first song. He just made a face, and I was like, oh, I got him. So I think that was dope. He showed me a lot of love, gave me a lot of game. He made sure I was on the right path, even when Nipsey died. He showed up to my job solo by himself, had me come out the store just to chop it up with him. So that was like a real moment for me. And then, yeah, I was like, yeah, I gotta take it serious now. So
Yeah.
it was dope. That was a dope, genuine LA human being.
I was just about to say it's nice to have somebody that's accessible and genuine in the section with you, right?
Yeah,
So.
yeah. A lot of people don't, they don't reach out, or what I'm seeing is like, they wait till you get the buzz going and then they want to reach out. So it's like for someone like him, or even like y'all, that's like helping people like us get on these platforms, it's like always appreciated for real.
what we're here for. Try to make it so everybody can hear you.
Yeah, thank you.
Speaking of Nip, I know his anniversary just kind of passed
Yeah,
Friday or so. So rest in peace.
yeah. Rest in peace, the great.
What skills would you say you've learned throughout your career so far that have helped you become a better artist?
um, I would say kind of, I guess, music wise, like just being more accurate with what I'm saying. I like to keep it fun, but make sure I'm actually like saying something that's like gonna keep people listening, and then also just like executing like what we plan out, and like just getting things done. A lot of it's like patience, but as long as you like we get it done, it's like, okay, we're gonna keep going somewhere. So I think that's the two things that I've learned. um like I always say, it's still more to learn, but I'm like, right now I'm like, okay, I'm on a good track to where we could keep things moving.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Kind of in that same vein, right? Like, have you done anything outside of being a wordsmith, rapping? You play any kind of instruments? Do you work with producers to kind of build your own sound? That nature.
I used to play the piano before
That's always a
rapping.
good one. That's always a good
I
one.
used to play the piano. I don't know. I didn't have the patience to sit there anymore and just like read the notes and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that's where I got into that's when I started getting into rap. But outside of that, we had a little clothing line a couple years ago. It's called The Arts. We were young. It was me and him. We put a clothing line together, just because every rapper had a clothing line at that time.
Yeah.
So we was just like, we're gonna do it. But we do got the new and improved version coming out, hopefully soon. But yeah, just trying to make different sources of income, really.
Yeah. That's a big thing nowadays, man.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I read you gotta have like 7 different incomes to be like one of the top guys. So I'm like, okay, at least small goal. Let me get 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So
You starting young too, man. So that's always, you got time to build on it.
man, yeah, I'm like, we gotta start now.
Yeah.
We ain't getting no younger.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Do what we gotta do to keep grinding.
For real.
Put in that
for
work.
real, yeah.
I know you mentioned some of your inspirations,
Mhm.
some of the artists that you have worked with, right? But do you have an artist in particular that you've seen live that really sparked that interest for you?
I'm gonna say Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar. I've seen him twice. At the Damn tour, and his most recent one, and it blow me away every time. He's artistic genius to me. So
Yeah.
yeah, his Kendrick for sure. I've seen J. Cole. I've seen recently I seen West Side Boogie. I really liked his show. His show was real creative. I don't know. I've seen a whole bunch of other people, but those would be my main 3 right now. And I'm like, dang, yeah.
Speaking of Kendrick, we actually saw Kendrick together in Day in Vegas. Like,
Oh, they in
Oh,
Vegas.
yeah, that was where I think he did was Section 80 all the way through Damn.
Yeah,
Man,
I watched that on YouTube.
that was an hour and a half of just hits, man. I don't know. I've never seen anything like that in my life, dude.
Yeah, to go through your whole catalog.
Yeah.
That's
Whole thing.
yeah. I'm like, man, I don't know how he does it or memorizes all them songs or whatnot, but every time he comes out, it's like you could tell he put or his whole team put time into like making it into almost like a movie almost.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's that's real inspiration, even to like you could put him down as like a legit performer up there, like with Beyonce and all them.
Yeah.
So like so like that, his shows are always crazy.
Yeah. I know you mentioned J. Cole too, so I gotta ask you.
Oh,
Know the debate's
man.
coming, man. Which one?
Oh man. I'm gonna have to stick with LA on this one. It's gonna be Kendrick for me. But don't get me wrong, Cole is right up there.
Yeah.
I don't know why people say he's boring. I'm like, Cole got hits, he got bars, flows, all type of things. It's just Kendrick. I don't know. It's somehow he deliver his music. It's like you can't beat it. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm right there with you. I think it's a little West Coast bias, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, you know?
For sure, yeah, for sure. I gotta stick with LA.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit more about the song "The Feeling"?
Oh man.
Because I know you got a couple features on that too.
Yeah. There's two crazy things about that song. I actually recorded that song probably like 2 years ago before we even considered like actually finishing it. And then the second crazy thing is, my bad. The second crazy thing is, Jay Stone wasn't even supposed to be on that song. He was supposed to be on a different song, and I think we sent over The Feeling on by accident, and he sent it back, and we was like, oh yeah, this is gonna go. So it was like, all right, whatever, like let's keep it, let's run with it. And at first, like, Jag has been supporting too. So he instantly sent it back, killed his verse. Shout out to Jag. Stone killed his verse. Shout out to Stone. At first I was just like, like it's a cool song. But once people start hearing it, it's like, oh, this might be like a hit.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like once it started going and going, we shot the video to it. Videos went crazy. It was a big little turnout. That's when I knew. I was like, oh yeah, we got a hit on our hands. So we just been running it ever since.
All right, let's go ahead and play it real quick.
Yes, sir.
Coronado on the beat.
I want it, I get it. I want it, I get it. I want it, I get it. Yeah.
This the feeling I get when I stack up my chips. When I hop out the whip, come and do it big with me. All about my business, I want like a million. I want it, I get it. I want it, I get it. The feeling I get when I stack up my chips. When I hop out the whip, come and do it big with me. All about my business, I want like a million. I want it, I get it. I want it, I get it. If I want it, I get it. Feeling different with the dough I'm spending. They only started hating cause they know how I'm living. Maybe tryna take me cause she know that I'm with it. But I'm getting to the money, can't stop that. All stuck on them, I've been off that. Only real ones here and that's all facts. West side all the time, yeah, all that. You might see me in my city with a few players with me. I done been earned my stripes, I'm Adidas, how I kicks it. Don't need no witness, I take what I'm given. I make it then flip it, ain't no better feeling. It's the feeling I get when I stack up my chips. When I hop out the whip, come and do it big with me. All about my business, I want like a million. I want it, I get it. I want it, I get it. The feeling I get when I stack up my chips. When I hop out the whip, come and do it big with me. All about my business, I want like a million. I want it, I get it. I want it, I get it.
Yeah, how I feel. Hella gone in the wrist, hella stone, how I chill. And the homie said go and put the raw rap on it. Maserati top down, no bra strap on it. Thanks. Left for a minute, but I'm back, boom. Spit flame, Superman kick game, Shaq full. Left out with one and brought back two. She said she love me, told her put it on a tattoo.
The feeling I get when I stack up my chips. When I hop out the whip, come and do it big with me. All about my business, I want like a million. I want it, I get it. I want it, I get it. The feeling I get when I stack up my chips. When I hop out the whip, come and do it big with me. All about my business, I want like a million. I want it, I get it. I want it, I get it.
The feeling I get when I stack up them chips. Fuck a bitch, nigga gotta get rich. I want it, I get it. You talk it, I live it. This money I spend it, bitch. Nah, I don't lend it. Nah, I ain't bending. Won't fold, no pretending, no slipping. This crippin', been pimpin' since pimpin'. I got Benjamins on Benjamins. That's probably why I'm hated on by many men. My circle's small, so I ain't got many friends. A lot of niggas play the game, not too many win. spinning. Tupac my ambition. As a motherfucking rider, nigga. Uniform blowing fire ass indica. Flow hot, I'm on fire, nigga.
Yeah, you already know how we do. The West Side right on time. Adrian Jr.
That's a heater, bro. We had to play the whole song on
That
that. We couldn't skip nobody on that.
Yeah, for real. Man, that one goes up.
That
for
just
sure.
spoke the truth.
Yeah. Hey man, we did what we had to do.
Yes, sir.
For real.
So when it comes to that song, have you ever performed it live? I know you just did a show not too long ago, right?
Yeah, that was my first time performing it live.
Oh, word.
We didn't do the whole thing. Obviously, we couldn't get everybody out, but even like just with just my verse on it, is like the crowd was like interacting with it.
Yeah.
And then like, the beat come on, is everybody's hyped up and whatnot. So like I'm excited to hopefully see it performed all the way through, but I know for sure it's gonna be one of those ones that like, I gotta perform this.
Yeah. I mean, that's the catalog bag, right?
Yeah,
That's the
for
catalog
real.
bag.
For real. I'm gonna be stuck performing that for the rest of my life.
It's a good problem to have, though.
Yeah, I'll take that problem.
When it comes to performing, right? How many shows have you done, or have you done a couple different ones?
Yeah, I've done a couple different ones. I would say the last one I just did was probably the most official one. But I know before that I did like a kind of like a showcase type thing. It was like me against like 20 other artists, and we killed that one for sure. And I ended up coming in second place. I'm like, yo, like what is this? And then after that, I was like, I'm never doing this again. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I the last show I did was like for real legit. I enjoyed that one a lot.
You have a favorite performance story
Do I?
Anything crazy that happened?
and a worst one? You can give us both.
Man, I would say my favorite one, I think it was the first time I performed. I have a song called City Lights with my boy Boogie Fresh. The first time I performed that, I just knew it was gonna be like the most lit song. So like at the time, I think this was at the showcase. It's like it was a pretty decent crowd, but everybody's kind of just like standing there trying to figure out who you are. But in the front is like my group of friends.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of just like getting them hyped up, and they getting the crowd hyped up.
Yeah.
So when the city lights come on and the beat drop, everybody just start jumping, and it's like flashlights in the air, and it got so wild. I couldn't even like rap on my own song. So I'm just like up there just laughing. Like my brother here, he was on stage too. We was just having the time of our life. The worst, I wouldn't say I had a worst. I think when I first started performing, we had opened up for Cause. Me and my boy right here, he go by Westside De Niro. We had opened up for Cause, like I don't even remember what year that was. Yeah, 2017. Out in the Bay. I wouldn't say the worst, but I was still kind of like didn't have the catalog, still kind of new to performing.
Yeah.
And so we were just trying to like chant the crowd on, like get them to repeat after what we're saying. And I was doing it so much that I forgot what I had to say to them for them to repeat. So it kind of got awkward, like a little awkward. And I was just like, just throw the song on.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was like, you know what? That's when I start throwing on the shades. I'm like, I don't even want to see the crowd. I'm just like, I want to be up there in my zone. But yeah, I wouldn't say that's the worst, but it was funny.
Yeah, good story. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely bounced back ever since then and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Just trying to get better.
But with City Lights, I see it's over 15K listenings and stuff like that.
Yeah, that one was actually when we had initially dropped it, I just dropped the video first before like streaming and whatnot, and like without any promo or nothing, it like went viral. Like I was like, damn. If I would have known what I knew now, I'm like, we could have took that song to the next. We still can, but
Yeah,
like,
it's never too late.
Heck
yeah. So it's just gonna be one of them classics. That's just like I'm glad like I have it in the vault at least, because that one like people love.
Cool if we play a little snippet of it.
Yeah, go ahead. Gotta play the classic.
I remember we would sit in the room and drink big, driving on the fancy cars, living on the top floor, and living a lavish life. Now we living that life, doing it right.
Let's just I be riding through the city life. Top down, feeling right. Just living life as we cruise through the city lights. I be riding through the city life. Top down, feeling right. Just living life as we cruise through the city lights. And you know how I get down. Old school fit with the gold on my wrist down. Gotta look alive cause how crazy it gets now. South Central, where all hoods still found. Get your info, but don't mess with them big mouths. Keeping it real cool, the mothers ain't been around. Don't gotta hide cause the real gon' stick out. Just like Nappa here, they always get picked out. Break it down for the real ones. Here we go, here we go, here we go. If you down, let's get some. Let me know, let me know, let me know. And I'm kicking it all night. Life's a gamble when you shooting the wrong dice. All about winning, man, that can't be the wrong type. Asking how I'm doing, I'm alright. Let's just live it up. I be riding through the city life. Top down, feeling right. Just living life as we cruise through the city lights. Let's just live it up. I be riding through the city life. Top down, feeling right. I'm just living life.
It's definitely, that sounds like a lavish life living for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know how it came out like that, but I was like, oh yeah, this is that high rise music.
Really vibey.
Yeah,
Really
thank you.
Speaking of, are you part of a label or any collective?
No, so I like I said earlier, is really like ownership for me. So I guess you could call it a label, but I would call it more like an enterprise. We got Perfect Time in Music. Westside De Niro's on it. Currently developing him for to start releasing more tracks and whatnot. He actually just dropped like a month ago, I think. Yeah, a couple weeks ago. And he got a video about to drop. And then it's just gonna be the same process. Like we're just gonna record a gang of songs and pick the best ones. But yeah, it's Perfect Time in Music. We're gonna have Perfect Time in Clothing coming out soon. And then we're just trying to branch into like a whole bunch of different other things. Everything Perfect Time is
Yeah.
Lit.
Any other upcoming projects to?
Project, yeah. I got a project in mind. Hopefully I want to get it out by this summer. Can't tell y'all the name of it yet, but I'm building the sound of it. I want it to be more, more fun. Just kind of want to step away from the seriousness of like With Style and Grace. Just be like a little mixtape or something. But yeah, I do have that. I have that in mind. Like I said, the Perfect Time in Clothing. We want to get that going too, and then just building from there really, and we'll see where it goes.
Yes, sir.
It's a good plan to have. And I mean, if it's summertime, I'm assuming it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gotta be fun for sure, especially when the sun is out. We're gonna come with some heat.
Speaking of, actually, I mean, I'm sure this isn't your first time in San Diego, right?
Nah, as an adult, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I came way when I was younger. That's crazy. I've done I ain't been to Vegas until like last year since I've been 21, which is crazy. And then San Diego, I don't even remember the last time I've been out here. But yeah.
I mean, that's what we're all about, right? We got the beaches everywhere. We got the sun out. Oh, it ain't been sunny this year, but you know what I mean. It usually is sunny out here.
It's raining hella hard.
Yeah, this rain's been crazy. I'm tired of the cold. Need the heat.
Oh, a stat a couple days ago that has said just LA and San Diego have gotten more rain than Seattle this year. It's crazy to think about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, man. Because think about how long it's been raining out here for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Like it's unusual.
Almost like a month or two, like on and off.
Yeah.
And it'll be weird in LA because it'll be sunny for like 2 days and then just straight rain for the rest of the week. Like, what is going on? Like, I'm trying to be outside, like, throw my new shoes on or something. Like,
Man, that's always the worst one. I can't look. I got the little joints on today because I didn't want to mess nothing up.
yeah,
Step outside and it's all sunny. So
yeah, it's just like, at least it was a good day today. So
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I can rock with this weather. That rain gotta go though.
For sure needs to go.
Yeah, can't do it no more.
Speaking of so where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years.
Yeah.
Good question.
real interview question. Like I'll be getting asked at job interviews.
Yeah, a lot.
5 years. See myself in like an all black AMG.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good start. That's a good start.
For sure that I definitely want to be on like a well-known tour, at least, if not headlining, at least like opening up in like one of them stadium type shows and whatnot. I feel like that energy is just something crazy, and just knocking out a bunch of festivals. Hopefully I'm on my like 6th income by then, so it'll be a lot more richer, but it's a process. But yeah, I think 5 years should be something big.
Yeah, important, but you got to have a 5-year plan with anything.
Sure.
That's just a life lesson right there.
Yeah, for sure. I just been day by day, quarter by quarter.
Yeah.
But it's gonna come together. We should do an interview in 5 years.
Yeah,
and see what happens.
Yeah, man. And speaking of the interview, I almost forgot to shout out Shane, man. My guy.
Oh yeah.
Shane is the owner of the studio here, y'all. So they recently rebranded to Icon Industries. So
Icon.
shout out to him for setting up this whole thing for us.
Okay, shout out.
Got everything rocking. Then I know we got Martine on the camera today as well. Can't forget to shout out my boy.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Man, Shane be doing a lot. It be all over. Yeah, I mean, it's perfect timing music. Like I said, Westside De Niro up next. Already 2 times. He's always with me on the stage, so you'll see him whenever I'm on the stage. Yeah, we got a lot coming, man. I'm excited for this year, and it's crazy because it's still the top of the year, so it's like we got so much more we could do this year. So
2023 just get started, man.
yeah, for sure, it's gonna be lit.
And we do want to let you leave us with one more track before we wrap up the show. You got anything in mind?
Never thought. That's one of my fun records. So I'm like, might as well.
Good closer.
Yeah.
Closer.
JR, this beat really slap, bro.
Always gotta get it, let me show you how we do. For the high-rise crib with the downtown views. I've been grinding, so this ain't nothing new. I'ma play it for real, I got nothing to lose. Look, she gon' bust down and she with it. This ain't your vibe, then I get it. Look at all this money that we spend cashed out. Never would've thought we'd be winning. Started out small, but I flipped it. It was on the show where I kicked it. A lot of y'all didn't see the vision. Jumped off the porch, had to get it. Fast lane living, dipping and swerving. Respect you claiming, but you never did earn it. Yeah, I know about it, I'm observing. We just go about it with a purpose. Had to make it out, ain't see no other way. Falling out the gate of life, I can't fake. Better do it now before it's too late. I don't follow the crowd, cause they two-faced. I just handle my business, God is my witness. Very calculated when I make a decision. decision. Now we added up like addition. Running through the city on a mission. Always gotta get it, let me show you how we do. For the high rise crib with the downtown views. I've been grinding, so this ain't nothing new. I'ma play it for real, I got nothing to lose. Look, she gon' bust down and she with it. This ain't your vibe, then I get it. Look at all this money that we spend cashed out. Never would've thought we'd be winning. Just some young G's that be out for cheese. In the summer breeze like you ain't got these. I see why they love us now. We the ones they 10 toes down. It had to be done. Need a 10-year run in this game I play. Gotta keep it going day by day. I got a lot of styles, I got so many ways. I can't stop till the whole team pay. We wanna live it up, you tryna give it up. Lifestyle crazy, don't even need luck. Time to get it done, it's like right now. We all getting money, just the right crowd. It's alright now, I never would've thought. Looking back at it, we done made it so far. It's alright now, I never would've thought. Looking back at it, we done made it so far. Always gotta get it, let me show you how we do. For the high rise crib with the downtown views. I've been grinding, so this ain't nothing new. I'ma play it for real.
Man, that's definitely how you close out a show.
For sure. For sure. I didn't even like that song at first, but Shane was like, you gotta put that on there. Like, all right, whatever. Yeah, for sure, man. It's lit. Thank y'all for having me for my first interview.
Yeah, of course, man. Thank you for coming out.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna have to come out to SD a lot more.
Yeah, man. I mean, y'all got the rest of Sunday, and you always know where to find us whenever y'all make a trip down here.
For sure. We'll be stopping by, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess we'll do the sign out now, y'all. So this is Matt signing out of Modern Raps.
This is Austin.
Yes, sir. Adrian Jr., Perfect Time in Music. We outside.
Yes, sir.